great. We're going to start K3D with ingress traffic, which is pretty much identical set of steps as before. Okay. This time, however, we need to log into the VM with the remote label, right? Back to our terminal. Now, I need a new terminal. Right now, in my end, I can come in here and I can rename sessions and I can add new tabs. So here's my no name tab, no name tab, and I can create a new tab like this, and I can also rename it so that I don't get confused with remote. If you don't have the ability to create new tabs, my suggestion is create a new terminal. Okay. Now on a Mac, I know you can create new tabs. On Linux, I know you can create new tabs. On PuTTY, I'm not certain, or on Windows. Okay. Awesome. So we're going to do another SSH, no name at, copy the host name with the remote label or associated with the remote label. First time I log in this one as well, so I want to say yes. And the password is capital N, no name, capital T, training, one exclamation. Same password like all the other time, right? And I'm going to type it right now so you see what it looks like. No name, training, one exclamation. Same exact steps like before. I'm not going to check the VM resources. The VM resources are identical to the previous VM because these two VMs are identical. We are differentiating when we are setting up the values.yaml overrides file. That's when we're differentiating what we're installing. Other than that, they're identical. Okay? They're identical. No difference whatsoever. Okay? No difference whatsoever. Okay? All right, great. So we're going to start with, again, let's make sure K3D is present. K3D help, like before. Again, a few more seconds. Here it is. It is present. The configuration file is the same exact file we're going to be using. So it is present under our NS302 files, config.yaml. We're still opening port 80 and port 443. Same thing. Load balancer. Training is the name, okay, for our cluster and so on. And the only thing we need to do is execute the k3d command to start our cluster. K3d cluster create -c ns302 files config. Same command like before. Execute it, and we wait a few seconds, 15-20 seconds max, and we should have our cluster created. Almost there. Almost there. And there we go. All right. So your cluster is running. The only thing we need to do, just to make sure that our cluster is good to go, even though I see this cluster training created successfully, another kubectl command. Kubectl get all hyphen n, I'm sorry, hyphen all hyphen name spaces so that I can get to see everything. By default, the namespace that is used with all this command, and let's give it a few seconds, is the default namespace. Okay, this is the default namespace, right? So you have to specify all namespaces or -n, an appropriate namespace, in order to get your information. There are like ways you can change the default namespace, right? Beyond our scope, but there are ways. Cool. The section is done, right? We have our K3D with ingress traffic installed. We're good to go. Section end. Talk to you in the next.